British crime fighters sent to Austria to stop people smugglers. Published by the Telegraph. Officers from the National Crime Agency aim to disrupt and dismantle the gangs before they can transport migrants as far as the Channel. British crime fighters are to be sent to Austria to stop migrants being smuggled into Europe. Officers from the National Crime Agency, NCA, are being deployed to Austria and Romania to help crack down on people smuggling gangs who are transporting migrants and equipment through the two countries from Italy, Greece, the Balkans and Eastern Europe to the coast of northern France. The moves are part of a £75 million cash injection announced on Tuesday to help set up Labour's new Border Security Command, which will coordinate hundreds of investigators from the NCA, MI5, Border Force and Crown Prosecution Service, CPS. Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, wants more officers to be deployed upstream to work with other countries' law enforcement agencies to stem the flow of migrants, small boats, engines and other equipment into the EU and on to northern France. On Monday, Sir Keir Starmer and Martin Hewitt, the newly appointed Border Security Commander, met government officials and police in Italy to see how they have worked with other EU states and, source, countries to reduce the number of migrant sea crossings from North Africa by more than 60%. Austria has seen the number of asylum applications nearly double in the past 2 years and, like Italy, has proposed introducing an offshoring scheme for migrants where their claims would be processed in a third country. Britain has already established a similar presence in Bulgaria, where NCA officers at a key road transit point with Turkey intercepted 40 small boats and engines in recent weeks. They could have enabled up to 2,400 people to attempt the Channel crossing. The number of NCA officers are also being increased in Southeast Asia in key countries where the people smuggling gangs are advertising Channel crossings. More migrants from Vietnam are now crossing the Channel in small boats than any other nationality. The funding also covers an extra 100 specialist investigators for the NCA, announced by the government last month. This represents a 25% increase in the agency's dedicated personnel tackling organized immigration crime. Ms. Cooper said, "Criminal gangs are getting away with undermining our border security and putting lives at risk. The Border Security Command will deliver a major overhaul and upgrade in law enforcement against smugglers and trafficking gangs to boost our border security. State-of-the-art technology and enhanced intelligence capabilities will ensure we are using every tool at our disposal to dismantle this vile trade." The £75 million will also pay for covert cameras and state-of-the-art surveillance and eavesdropping technology to improve the quality of evidence, speed up investigations and increase the likelihood of successful prosecutions. Readers on Yvette Cooper's vow to up migrant removals. Mark S. Mr. Hewitt, former head of the National Police Chiefs Council, clinched the job after presenting a detailed plan to ministers to boost the use of undercover tactics, covert surveillance and intercepts to track down and stop the people smugglers. The money will fund staff to support Mr. Hewitt in his command center in the Home Office and establish a new unit to collect, process and share intelligence on the people smuggling gangs from across the UK's 44 police forces. That will be allied to the recruitment of extra CPS prosecutors to provide the same rapid justice for people smugglers as was deployed against the rioters this summer. Retake control of our borders. Sir Keir foreshadowed the approach earlier this month. "I'm absolutely determined to take the same approach here, active government, operational summit, making sure that we are going to retake control of our borders, take these gangs down," he said. Rob Jones, Director General of Operations at the NCA, said the extra money would boost its technology, data exploitation and capacity building both internationally and in the UK. Tackling organized immigration crime remains a top priority for the NCA. "We are currently leading around 70 investigations into the gangs or individuals involved in the highest echelons of criminality, and we are devoting more resources to it than ever before," he said. "We are determined to do all we can to disrupt and dismantle these networks, wherever they operate."